the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee. I have a few things to announce this evening. I really, really do. But the first thing you need to know is that it's Wet Wednesday. It's Wet Wednesday. Oh my gosh. On Wet Wednesdays, we talk about the taboo. We talk about all the things that they say that we're not allowed to talk about. And we talk about greater things like mental health and living a healthier you and being a happier you over here. So this is what we're talking about tonight. Tonight's theme is cleanse and chemistry, the two C's. The I To me, honestly, that feels like the biggest C's you could have in your life: cleansing, chemistry. So before I get to that, let's get to what we need to get to real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, if you watch the show, you know that I'm working with a new setup, but it's a good setup. I'm not even mad at this setup. The setup is amazing. It's beautiful. The whole thing is, I have to remember that all of my demonstrations work on one mouse and one keyboard. So sometimes it takes me a little bit. Well, right now it's taking me. Oh no, right now it's taking me because the keyboard just came today. It's a good keyboard though. I love it. I love it. But it's taking me a little bit more time to get used to it because it's brand new. I haven't had. I'm just using it tonight. A lot of the equipment is fairly brand new, but we'll get to that in a few. Let's go. First, a message from our affiliates.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast.
Hold on.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to fiverr.com today and get something started.
I really need an assistant, y'all. I really, really do because it's getting like crazy over here and I'm trying to juggle everything that is this podcast. Except for Mondays. Thank you, special thank you to my producer, Miss Reese Jordan on Facebook. Or you can check her out as Reese Basin. Basin or Basin. We're gonna get it together. But the point is like she holds me down. I love her and I will forever love her. Like, thank you, Reese, for loving me the way you do. Um, I'm showing a little side tonight. But anyway, so yeah, I appreciate her. I do. She's the best. Announcement. We New commercials are coming. They are. They are. We got some new things on the horizon. And I have an announcement tonight. I just do not want to get into it before I get into the things that we are supposed to talk about tonight, and hopefully I will get to a few videos as well. So tonight's theme is cleanse. Um, the first part of the theme is the cleanse. The other part of the theme is chemistry. Those two things, I think they work hand in hand. I'm on this I don't want to say a spiritual pilgrimage, but one could consider it as that. The first thing on that list is making sure that I get rid of all of the things that do not coincide with the things that I have going on, which is a peaceful life at this point. I live a pretty peaceful life. I'm about my business at this point. I'm about making sure my family is good, and my family does include, you know, my boo. Mm-hmm. That's family, and that's the reason why that is family. And I'm gonna just, I think that just deserves an explanation. It doesn't really. But in my mind, hold on, I gotta clear something off one of my screens real quick, and it's annoying. It's bothering me. Um, I do not think that when you start describing shit. I hate developer life, but whatever. We're going to take that down for a second. I don't think that when it comes down to describing your life as you live it, that you really have to give much explanation. But in my life, the way I live at this point, for real, honestly, I have a baby girl, and there's certain lessons that I have to teach her as she develops. At this point, she's 10, and I'm very mindful, and I'm very what's the word? I'm like insightful of what world she lives in right now. I am. And I also understand that she has to have her space to be her best her. This is how I live right now. I'm sorry if you hear my mouse. I'm moving it. Um, that's my baby. And for her, I want the best life one could live. At the same time, I'm very mindful of the things, the worldly things that can play and have a cause and effect on her. I'm very insightful of that. But in order for me to be the best me that I can be for her, I have to be my best me. So, with that being said, from time to time, I have to have a cleansing. And it's a cleansing on all levels. It's a cleansing on the people that I have around me. It's a cleansing on my space, my workspace, and then my living space. And I don't think I ever explained that to y'all, but when I walk into work every day, it's a door away. It really is. Like I open a door, I can lock and open. I have a key to that door and all that. But it's a door that when I get up in the morning, I'm in one world, and then I walk across the threshold and I'm in another world. I'm in my office space. So if you've been watching this podcast or listening to to this podcast, it was a cleanse. I had a quick cleanse. I need that at least once a year. At least once a year. We missing some information that is very detrimental to what we got going on. Oh, this is a good mouse and keyboard right here. I like it. I do. Oh gosh, I don't even like that. I like it this much. It's a smooth transition. But anyway, so nonetheless, a few times well, I don't want to say once a year. I want to say like twice a year. I go through this transitional phase where I have to readjust my feng shui. I don't mind it. I love it. It's it's one of the better parts of me because that's the clean me. But I clean a lot, but particularly on these couple of days. Hold on, I'm trying to get my situation back together. Well, I don't need that. That's there. I know what I'm looking for. Okay, so a couple of times a year though, I go through these phases. Now, this particular phase I went through was um it was a feng shui type of phase. Like I needed everything to match up the way I needed it to match up, and I feel good at this point. It took a week and a half. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that people really cleanse themselves the way they should, but it took me a week and a half to understand what my situation was. So I'm gonna tell you tonight about some things that we should talk about cleansing ourselves. It's very important, and sometimes we lose faith. But I'm gonna play some music right now. Truly Him, straight out of DC. I appreciate this young man so much, and so I'm gonna show him love on period. Shout out to DC. Let's go. I don't know what's going on tonight.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Deep inside, I feel the city in my soul. Calamari in a drink, I'm up at Penn's next door. And I'ma make money to the point where it won't bend no fold. This trapping music getting old, so I'm the perfect centerfold for concrete where the roses go. Moving up the toe to pole, fighting going toe to toe with struggles that I didn't know. I'm breaking six to make the glow, to show you there's a different flow. The GPS that knows the road to get to where we need to go. True. Hey, I'm black and I'm proud, no apologies with it. A little Irish, little Scottish, so I'm mixing, I get it. Power 10 was in Virginia, so I'm home when I visit. Know yourself and know your wealth, I found myself, I'm committed. My granny passed from colon cancer, I should tap the blue ribbon. If she was here, she'd say, forget it, son, go tell them you winning. Share with people that you love, you only get what you giving. Forget the hate, fill up your plate, go show your city you living. Fix your face, you woke up this morning. Add your loved ones to your prayers, cause your friends still moaning. Find the happy thoughts within you and then push up on it. I could read the negative like I was hooked on phonics. I can see how some of my brothers, they got this demonic. Our upbringing, it was different, they ain't get this knowledge. DC University, most people skip this college. And by the way, I'm truly him, most guys don't get this honest. My friends, they tell me the T, some things you wouldn't believe. So many ideas conceived, then they gave birth to the streets. I just escape on these beats, today vacation depletes. Then I get back on my mental, relieving stress with this pencil. I get aggressive but gentle, I got some knowledge I'll lend you. It just depends what you're into. If your intentions are positive, I make sure I commend you. Cause I don't know what you've been through, but it's a story we'll get to. And we don't think the same, but I won't make it an issue. The grind, it never stops, and so my hustle's a ritual. My words, they shoot like bullets, you gon' feel when they hit you. Let this different way of thinking rip and tear through your tissue. Hey, help somebody, make a difference. For your people, stay committed. Born a sinner, gotta get it. Switch it up after repentance. If you want it, go and get it. Speak your thoughts, we never timid. I'm still tripping off that picture that I seen a little image. Cause that could have been my son or daughter, dog, so with my business. I just had to share my introverted thoughts to show commitment. I just had to stop and think of the importance of our women. They the ones that help us go and push us way beyond our limits. True, come and get a truly vaccination, dog, cause I'm the illest. Yes, sir. New and Mo and truly him, we about to keep it independent. Lord, stop looking at your watch, cause I'ma be here for a minute. You hear me?
Hey, what up, Chris? Shout out to you. Oh, Mr. Washington, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I do. Drop a comment the next time you come through so I can really show you some love, boo. He's been on my show before, by the way. But it again, that was one of them situations, and I like them situations. I like it when it doesn't feel so I'm sorry, I was away from my mic. I like it when it doesn't feel so professional and more homey. I think like when you come through here, it should feel like a vibe. It should feel like a vibe. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, April the 2nd, be ready. I some things in the works. There's some things in the works. Oh, some things in the works. But shout out to truly him, my little bro from shot in DC. I enjoy his movie. I mean, I'm sorry, his music thoroughly. Let me fix that. I enjoy his music thoroughly. It's kind of like inspirational music for me, to be honest. Like it's like, yes, we are great black people. Yes, we love genuinely. But anyway, let's get to the cleanse. Let's talk about the cleanse. So I had this epiphany um over the last couple of weeks. It's been like maybe a week and a half. No, let me see. Wednesday. Well, a lot of things were happening. It was last week was a transition into production. But I didn't want the cleanse to be just a production situation. And thank you on the production tab. I didn't want it to just be on the production situation. I wanted it to be myself included. Um, Thankfully, I'm in a space. This is why chemistry is on the list as well. But thankfully, I'm in a space that I didn't have to cleanse a certain area of my life. Thank you. Hey, thanks. Shout out to you. Um, and thankfully, my kid is in an amazing space right now. Like she's doing things. Oh my gosh, I could only have wished to have done when I was her age. I wish I had the courage that she has. She's phenomenal. Um, so this week was a lot. It was a lot. She started drum club this week. Oh, and I picked her up for the first time and she was super excited. Like, Mom, I learned how to balance the drums and next week we set up the drum kit and I'm gonna play. And it was just amazing. It was amazing. And then there was um Valentine's Day for those who celebrate it. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I'm just a lover in general, so I celebrate every day of love. That's why I say I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Every day is a day of love, in my opinion. We supposed to be out here loving each other. Baltimore, I need us to get it together because we need to stand up. I need to say Baltimore stand up again. But yeah, she had a good week all in all, and her week has not ended. She has some more things happening for her this week as well. But what I came down to, and I don't know where these epiphany I needed to rearrange, and I'm gonna give y'all a screenshot of I'm gonna put that's them behind the scenes that you need to catch on Patreon or buy me a cup. To be honest, and I'm gonna make sure that's all set up and ready to go for y'all, because these are the things that you can't catch on this podcast. Y'all see me, I come this way. Well, I come a lot of ways. I might have the wig on, I might not have the wig on. Mommy got hair anyway, so she don't really care about it. But the point is however I feel that way, that's the way I'm coming. But there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that you don't see. So I'm gonna get y'all right. I'm gonna put y'all in the right situation and we're gonna get there. But the cleansing. I had a cleansing this last week and a half, almost 2 weeks. The first part of the cleansing for me was the technology. I needed to update what I liked. I still call it the Bat Cave. I needed to update. I needed to feel like what I'm doing. I needed to be in that space. So let's talk about the 10 ways that we understand that we need a cleansing. And it's a cleansing of your aura. Secondly, I'm big on meditation. I needed to move my meditation space. And I did that. That was a very beautiful thing that I did. Um, I'm big on meditation, y'all, and y'all should be too. Meditate. Sometimes you just need some time to clear your mind and not be in um the bullshit space. But let me give you some tips on how you know you need to cleanse your aura. I'm gonna give you those tips tonight. You need them. The first thing is sunlight. I don't know if all of us appreciate the sunlight that we receive every day. And I don't, fuck it. I sound like a hippie. Oh, and we already crossed our mark for me cussing. Fuck it. I'll sound like a hippie. Sometimes we really do need to get out into the sunlight and let the rays hit us because it's a balance. I'm a Libra. And so to be honest, I believe everything is a balance. You're gonna have your good with your bad, but as long as you don't let the bad outweigh the good, you're good. It's just should be a balance, and you should be able to. Not everybody understands how to handle that, but I'm one of those people that do understand that everything We need everything in life. We need the sun rays, we need the rain, we need the snow. We need all of these things to keep us balanced as human beings. They're very important. And we need the earth. That's why we need to do a better job of taking care of it as well. We need all of these things to keep us balanced. So the next phase of understanding how to cleanse ourselves is mental cleansing. Get all of those bad mojos out, like get them out. Like I don't think we understand how men, sorry, men talking a lot. So sometimes and I got test over there to know and we good over here. But sometimes I don't think that we understand that things mentally can affect us, how we let other people's mental state of being affect us, how we let other people's behavior affect us. And really, at the end of the day, you need a mental cleansing. Sometimes you just need to step away and let them be in their shit and then come to your space and have an understanding of what it is. It is what it is. Fuck them. That's how I feel. Give yourself to nature. Sometimes you need to enjoy the things that are around you. And I usually don't. Well, no, I do actually. I'm gonna break that down to you. So, and when I say I don't, but I do. In the mornings, my daughter doesn't ride a bus. We take a different way, a different path every day. Um, one, security. Two, it's things that she needs to see and understand. Like in the neighborhood that I live in, there's creeks, there's animals, there's things that she could see, and we take in nature together. And then once she's not in my presence, I enjoy it by myself. I enjoy nature by myself. I enjoy the colors of the leaves. I enjoy seeing deer and hawks and vulture. I just because it's what it is. But with that being said, a cleansing is needed. Now, when I come back, I'm gonna tell you how. Oh, wait, let me finish the list before I do that. No, I don't want to do it like that. I don't. Hold on, let me give y'all life real quick. So, um, I just said, um, and take a plunge in the water. I'm gonna get to the plunge in the water situation in a second. Oh, and I'm gonna get to that in a second too. I reordered the way this is supposed to. So mentally cleansing yourself, getting rid of the negative jujus that you don't need. Give yourself to nature. I just discussed that. I do that. It's some things on this list I probably need to be one bit, but it's okay. Take a healing bath. Now that I believe in. You know, put the things of nature in the bathtub with you and just soak in them and enjoy them. It's a good experience. Um, mm, yeah. Practice self love. Loving yourself is everything. You don't have anything to give anybody else if you can't love yourself. And I don't know how else to explain that shit. I just that way. All right, so let's get to a couple that I missed. Plunging into water. I am a beach baby. I was born on a naval in a naval hospital, where I was originally born at in North Carolina. The beaches are pristine. They don't play none of the stuff that they play up north. They don't play it. I wish you would try to eat on a beach. No, there's an area for that. You eat there, and that's just what it is. And then you come back and have beachy water fun. You don't get to do all of the extra stuff. You don't. So this is one practice that I do not. I don't. actually do this, but I probably should because like I've been doing my research on it and carrying crystals. Um, I don't practice this particular one, but I'm gonna look into it. It's supposed to have a lot of benefits, but let's get into the benefits real quick. Also, okay, so crystals are an incredibly potent and powerful tool for cleansing your aura, because that's what we talk about right now, cleansing your aura and committing your overall spiritual health and well-being. Some of the best crystals for aura cleansing are amethyst, and actually, my daughter has some of that upstairs. Moonstone, she doesn't have that one yet because she's really a big rock collector, and I love her for that. Like, I love her oneness with nature. Blue lace, I got, and Lepidati, Lepidati, um, and general chakra bracelets. Basically, look for crystals that have a cleansing or naturalizing effect. You know what? It's so crazy. My daughter is heavy into. It's not just crystals. She's just heavy into rocks and nature, and I think I should probably pay more attention to her in that because maybe she knows something. Maybe she's tapped into something that I'm not tapped into. Smudge your soul. That's the next thing we're gonna talk about. Sometimes we have to be very selfish with our energy because if we don't have any. And I've said this time and time again on this podcast. Like I burn sage. It's all about making sure smudging your soul is making sure that you have the most positive energy and you're keeping out the negative energies. No, I am a hippie in a sense, but no, am I that type of person? Like, oh, no, it's just I have an understanding of what I need my life to look like. Maybe not yours, but mine definitely. Too definitely. It's just what it is. So, with that being said, oh, I got an announcement about the commercials, but I'll do that after I play this commercial. Shout out to Buzzsprouts. They make sure we're running, and I appreciate them. Hey, Buzzsprouts, let's go. What's up, guys? It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, and guess what? Today is a great been acting real funny. What's up, guys? It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, and guess what? Today is a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show, podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, fun way to expand your reach. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show can be online and listed in all major podcast directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more within minutes of finishing your recording. Following the link in our description, let Buzzsprout know that we sent you, and it gets you a $20 gift card from Amazon when you sign up for a paid plan. And it helps support our show. So let's start our podcast today. Let's get to creating, people. Time is of the essence. Let me tell y'all, my spirit and where I stand at this point in time, like I have no fucking regrets. Yeah, it probably was a little bit regretful to get to the place that I wanted to be. But in the journey to those places, it's been a very beautiful. No, the journey was rough. The place that I'm at is beautiful. Um, and I don't know that I can tell you. I'm in a good space. But in that space, I was cleansing. So yesterday, I had a moment because I didn't talk to y'all yesterday. So yesterday I had a moment. In my yesterday, I had 7 free hours, which normally the only time when my kid is in school, and like I really don't have the free time, and especially on a day when I have free time. Do I have free time? I never have free time. I don't. But my daughter, like I said, she started drum club and she's excited about that. So let's see how we rock on. But because she was at drum club, um, I had time. I had one extra full hour to my day yesterday. And so in that time, I wanted to use it usefully. Here comes the cleanse. And the cleanse, I really reorganized. One is, let me just say that I have a lot of clothes. I like clothes. I like to express myself. I like to change it up. I like to switch it up. Sometimes I have my real hair out. Sometimes I might have on a wig. I might have a pony. You just don't know how I'm coming. And I don't care if anybody knows how I'm coming, because you're not supposed to know how I'm coming. But the point is, in that melee of me having all of that time yesterday, I did something that I meant to do for a long time, which was reorganize my whole freaking wardrobe, because I don't have my room doesn't have a closet, but I did purchase this beautiful piece, which is a wardrobe rack. And if you nobody will be in my room, but if by chance you ever walk in my room, it looks like a store if it's set up right. Yesterday, I made sure that it was set up right. I took all of the clothes, every single piece of clothing that I have, and I have a lot of clothes. I took them all off the rack. I went through the clothes. I piled up bags of giveaway clothes because I am giving away some clothes. And then I reorganized it, and I organized it in a way that makes me happy. I have my dress section. I have my pants and skirt section, and I want to go into that section again, and just that section, and organize it the way I need it organized down there. But that's the pants and the skirt section, and then I have the shirt and sweater section, and then I have the section on the bottom, which is coats, jackets, blazers, whatever. If it's an overcoat, it goes in that section. And can I tell you, that piece of cleansing was the best piece of cleansing I've ever had in my life. I repeat, that piece of cleansing, that little bit of extra time that I received yesterday was the best time that I ever had. I hated myself for 1 second, because like why did you take all of this apart? But I put it back together. It's a destroy and rebuild moment. I destroyed it and I rebuilt it. And now it's back and better than ever, baby. And yes, mama feel good when she look at her clothes rack. Like, I feel good looking, okay, this is what I want to wear today. I loved it. It was a moment. Cleansing. This is why cleansing is good, because it helps you find order. Like I said, my feng shui must be on point. Everything, even I'm gonna share a picture of how it's really set up in here now, because I shared a picture, but I didn't have the pieces in here yet that I needed in here. I was just like, some of the pieces were here, some weren't. And I didn't want to show a picture of that until I got to that. But the cleansing is everything. Now, the next thing we're gonna talk about in a few seconds, because I gotta do what I gotta do, baby. Oh no, I wanted to show a video real quick. So this next video we're gonna show, it's called Run Up. It is Prophet and Styles P. Let's go.
Point blank, almost got my big kill when they shot. How they do that? Them blue like cameras is watching.
This happened. I don't know what's going on with the internet today, but work with me, y'all. I love y'all.
Point blank, almost got my big kill when they shot. How they do that? Them blue like cameras is watching. Bring the red on you, turn it back on you, no problem. How they do that? Paying them that they try and take off the top. How they do that? And next thing you know, they hanging out with the ops. How they do that?
Ghost, D-Block, Prophet, what up, homie? I ride out hoping to never crash. How long will forever last? 180, 180, but it's crazy. If my negative side's my better half. If you ain't crying, then you better laugh. Bullet to tear your head in half. It ain't whole with a hole in it. My rhymes is hot, my brain got a stove in it. If you talking money or weed, throw some O's in it. If you got your thoughts on the city, then throw the globe in it. I'm trying to heat up the world, cause it's cold in it. Walked till I found my path, then I rode in it.
I'm grinding from sundown to the sun up. Bills due, fridge need food, I need a come up. And all these brand new fake friends trying to get the run up. And I ain't gonna let them, we ready, just let them run up.
Run up and we score blocks, heads going like car tops, guns pop like car locks, seen a lot of hard styles. They make music for blocks, paying yard on the box, looking out for the knocks, cause the cops, they will
grew up
run
the
up.
mad fight and moms always slept on the couch. Pops just got bad news at the docs, know he be stressing out. Had 2 heart attacks already and my Uncle Jay ain't survived his. Meanwhile trying to get everybody's accounts out the minus. The grind is ever consuming, even when winning I'm losing. Missed a few calls, I was moving, rapping, wrapped up in the music. Now I don't know what to do with these voicemails saved on this SIM card. Half my people's in the ground, the half in the gym yard. And they ain't allowing no visitations. A lot of new friends bring stipulations and switch situations. Seeing people get hooked, blow their savings, miss payments, kiss pavements. In Baltimore where talent gets overlooked, it gets racist. And we just try and make sure the riot good. Yana, Kimura, and Naya good. Turn haters to firewood for stabbing, tank in the heart, shooting, skipping the head. Try to leave my brother for dead. I'm grinding from sundown to the sun up. Bills due, fridge need food, I need a come up. And all these brand new fake friends trying to get the run up. And I ain't gonna let them, we ready, just let them run up.
Run up and we score blocks, heads going like car tops, guns pop like car locks, seen a lot of hard styles. They make music for blocks, paying yard on the box, looking out for the knocks, cause the cops, they will run up.
From the bottom to the top in only 2 years. Kept my foot dead on the gas until it shook gears. All I seen is coast stairs, west side to Bel Air. Can't sleep at night, all these DEA nightmares. Getting all this money, hard not to stand out. Begging ass niggas always looking for a handout, but they get nothing, trying to run up and hustle. Baby mama trip, paying child support numbers. Damn, it was all good just a week ago. Moving all this flow, got top judges on payroll. Put away my bankroll, not hard to finagle. Coming from the hood where they shoot quick if I say so. So I did it first, no bandwagon. Hearts of Huey Newton and George Jackson. Certified, learn quick from the wise. Walking in the hands of the truth and never lie. Tell them why.
I'm grinding from sundown to the sun up. Bills due, fridge need food, I need a come up. And all these brand new fake friends trying to get the run up. And I ain't gonna let them, we ready, just let them run up.
Run up and we score blocks, heads going like car tops, guns pop like car locks, seen a lot of hard styles. They make music for blocks, paying yard on the box, looking out for the knocks, cause the cops, they will run up.
Watch your mouth when you talking to me, boy, I will run up. Pride Nation, the army, boy, you know we ready. Run up. Sitting at the top, no we can't be stopped. Wait. Run up. What you want me to do, huh?
Prophet, what up, son? Dog P. Outlaw, this is the resistance. Infamous wildlife.
Shout out to Baltimore, period. That was Prophet. Shout out to Prof Nation. Thank you for showing me love. Thank you for allowing me to play your video on my podcast. I appreciate you so much. That was Prophet and Styles P on period Pooh. Yeah. Listen, that just made me think of so many things that I have going on in my head, and I'm trying to. The cleanse is necessary for that, though. This is what I'm talking about: cleansing your soul. Meditate. Meditation is good. Meditation is amazing. Um, so take some time to just become one with yourself, so you can get your thought process together. I'm not one of those. I hate to say that I'm not a. I am a happy and on the low, but it is what it is. All right, so let's move on. Hold on, we got some things to talk about real quick. I want to show some love. Oh no, I'm going to show my love because nothing's gonna stop me from showing my love tonight. Let me find my mouse real quick, babies. Oh no, no, no! I gotta move over here real quick. All right, so what I'm going to say is I gotta show my love real quick. I want to get into chemistry, but this computer over here is acting dumbass, mad ass, stupid real quick. Hold on. Don't judge me because my computer's acting dumb, but oh no. We good. We good. We good. We good. We're good. So, chemistry. Let me get into this little aspect. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't know what chemistry was for a long time. Us as when we're especially women of African descent. I'm gonna tell y'all why we don't know what the fuck we got going on. Um, a lot of times we get lost. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get it together over here, but a lot. That's why I didn't play with the cameras tonight, even though I could have, and I could have, and I like my little setup. And so a lot of times we don't understand the chemistry, and by us not understanding the chemistry, sometimes we bypass the chemistry. The chemistry and your soulmate, like they kind of go one in one a little bit. So I maybe lost a lot of chemistry over the years. Thank goodness. Thank most high heavenly Father. Thank you. Um, thank goodness that my elder years taught me how to understand what my chemistry was, and my chemistry is what it is. I think my chemistry, what I need to connect as far as chemistry is concerned, is I need some of this, some of that. Um, I'm a very classy girl, but at the same, and a very refined girl, but at the same time, it's like a mixture. It's like a cutoff point. I'm thankful for my upbringing, even though some of it was rough. It was a lesson. I have my rough side, and then I have my refined side. Side. My rough side is like, don't play with me. Don't play with me, cause just don't play with me. Uh, don't keep poking the lion, because when the lion wakes up, it turns into something way different. The refined side of me is me being into education, me being into history, me being into love, me being into life, me being into understand. All of these things play a part in me. But chemistry is very much something that I didn't, because I was lost, so I didn't tap into it. Let me hurry up. So the chemistry side is, and I'm gonna get back into this, but understanding the chemistry between you and your partner is very. If you have no chemistry, you have nothing. I'm gonna dig deeper into the chemistry aspect of relationships because I feel like that's very important. I feel like that's a side of us that we don't tap into. That's a side of us that we really forget to understand. So I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna do some research, and then I'm gonna also include my life experience as well. So where we at on time? Oh, let me show my love real quick because I can't leave without showing my baby some love. No, I won't. We are in 6 continents. Hi, babies. I love you. Let me get to my country by country, territory by territory. I'm gonna always show love that way. That way, at least it seems that I'm reaching everybody that I want to show love to, even if I can't call out your city. But I'm getting to the city by city love in a second. So, shout out to United States. I love you, babies. I appreciate you so much. I love my country, and I appreciate you guys so much for showing me love. You guys are amazing. And I mean levels of love. Those who live in a hierarchy state of being, if you tune into the show, I appreciate you. Those who have it rougher, I I appreciate you. Shout out to the United States, France, babies. Hi, France. I love you, France. I do. I want to be there so bad. COVID just fucked everything up for me. I think that I didn't start this podcast soon enough because I should have been there. Hi, France. I'm Germany. Hi, Germany. I see you, babies, and I love you so much, Germany. I do. I do. Shout out to Germany. India. Oh, I see you, India. I see you. Thank you, babies. Brazil, Netherlands. I can't get too excited because it'll take me longer to do this list. Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, South Africa, United Kingdom, Spain, Philippines. I'm off my phone tonight because the internet was crazy. Philippines, Belgium, Australia, Japan, Mexico, Ireland. Hi, Ireland. Hi, babies. I love you. Mauritius, Israel, Canada, and Hong Kong. Some of these places I have roots, and I would love to one day find out like Ireland, England, Wales. Shoot, all of it. No, not all of Africa, but Africa period, but not those areas that most people think. I think. And then I'm already in my other country. I'm here. I am black, but I do have Native American roots, and I appreciate those roots. I've been genetically tested. I know what I am, people. I am. Although it's a lot of black folk that go out here like, oh, I'm Native American. I'm one of those few that can say, I got some roots. I belong here, and I love it. So it is what it is. I should test my daughter to see where her roots are. I should just to see how much more she belongs in this country. But whatever. Thank you for the love. I appreciate each and every person that comes through that checks this podcast. If you have not, go back and check later. Hold on, hold on, If you have not, make sure that you go on and check like later episodes. We got some good episodes, and we have something coming up really, really quick, and I have to talk about that. But before I talk about that, make sure you go check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com, and like, go check it out. It's not gonna hurt you to go click. It's in the description. Link tree. I made sure I have an avenue for everybody to check the description. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need you. We need you. It is what it is. And if you come through and then you do by chance you like, I like this podcast just a little bit, please like, share, and subscribe. We need every like, share, and subscription. We are on all streaming platforms: iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We everywhere. So if you're listening to this podcast tonight for the first time, go check out some old shit. We got it. We got it. And please know that any music that we play on this podcast, we have full permission to play. We've asked for it. We have written consent. It's just what it is. Let's go. Want to be on this podcast, which I got some announcements. Well, where we at on time? Because, okay, I got a few announcements to come. But if you want to be on this podcast, hit us up, ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Again, ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. We're open to having you guys on the show. It just has to be done the way we need it to be done. So keep in mind, I need you to keep this in your head. April the 2nd, we got some things going down. I'm excited about it. I'm in here working towards it. And it's a good space for my journalistic career, but a good space for this podcast in general, for the company in general. So just April the 2nd. Stay tuned. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And number 9. April 2nd, number 9. Stay tuned. We got some things popping off. Oh my gosh. I received that news today, so I'm excited about it. Remember, if we report anything that has anything to do with the media, it's alleged. We don't know. We weren't there. It's alleged. So that's that. You guys are the freaking best. I want to show y'all one more video before I go. Chemistry. Make sure you have the right chemistry. I think I'm gonna go with Derperton because we had chemistry back in the day. We did. What video do I want to play with Derperton though? It's so many. So many good joints. So many. I don't know where to go. Let me see what we got in here though. In my mix. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna play this video for the old school vibe real quick. Because I have some things planned Baltimore. Mama coming. We're gonna play Pennsylvania Avenue, and that's gonna get to something later, but we're going to play this video. It was a long, hard walk. We walked from one end of Pennsylvania Avenue to the other. And if you're from Baltimore, then you understand. Mondawmin let's go. Mondawmin to downtown. Let's go. I love you, Baltimore. Let's go.
Hold him back. You did just leave him alone. We're in the 1500 block, and this was a premier block of Baltimore. This is Pennsylvania Avenue.
Jack, I grew up around 21217, heavy drug traffic. Every soul can sell their own habits. The wolves here fiending do you something. Got the birds jumping, beautiful project babies. Much with rabies, the night's live and crazy. The hood raised me, never had a pops. I wore dirty socks, my mom's whooped ass on spot. Beef Popeyes, pork and beans and fried chicken thighs. Frozen cups that taste good as fuck. Blowing L's while you get your thing sucked. Your neighbors ain't shit. Play your music loud as you want a bricks. Your house broken in, can't have good shit in the hood. These gang niggas up to no good. I put on for my whole city, rep all avenues. This dedicated to the Pennsylvania Avenue. I had a baby by a bitch off Moja, and you can call me a fucking Dolphin Street soldier. Rap almighty myself.
Raw Theater was 2 blocks down. Everybody performed in Raw
It's
Theater.
24 streets off the Ave, and they all low, and it starts from Franklin and ends on Fulton. Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the dirt platoon. Hey yo world, stay tuned. It's 24 streets off the Ave, and they all low, and it starts from Franklin and ends on Fulton. Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the dirt platoon. Hey yo world,
was born and raised on Pennsylvania Avenue, off a little street called Dolphin in Baltimore, the East Coast Compton, the place where Melvin made millions and Mellow Mass in his jump shot. My block was a one-stop drug shop. Cops knocking on doors with mugshots, ask questions about Pookie Round Pressman. What up the hustling motherfuckers on pressing? My soldiers on Moja in the jets with no weapon, no color home veteran. You can lose your soul on gold in 1 second. Shit get a lot raw when you cross McMecken. When I was an adolescent, say around 7. I thought the hood I lived in was heaven. Found out it was hell. With crackheads dwell and killers while they trade. And little shorties join up with gangs as they afraid.
It's 24 streets off the Ave, and they all low, and it starts from Franklin and ends on Fulton. Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the dirt platoon. Hey yo world, stay tuned. It's 24 streets off the Ave, and they all low, and it starts from Franklin and ends on Fulton. Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the dirt platoon. Hey, yo, world.
Stay tuned.
Some days we would play crap on the sidewalk, and it would be 300,000-400,000 in cash. Millions of dollars would change hands. At midnight, there would be another game upstairs over top of another pool room called the Big House. You could win $2 million in there if it was your night. It was a fascinating time. It was a time when you had to be the message that you sent. You couldn't tell somebody you can't take my money. You had to prove it.
Yeah, I played that video for a few reasons tonight. Shout out to Mr. Melvin. Salute. Um, I had the opportunity to meet him, and his aura, his spirit was something different. I want to tell Pennsylvania Avenue story, and I am gonna tell Pennsylvania, and like I with the intention to not tell it in the story that a lot of people think that they should tell it. I want to tell it on a historical standpoint. I want to tell it on a greatness standpoint because what I'm gonna say about Pennsylvania Avenue in Baltimore, that was the Baltimore mecca of entertainment. It just was what it was. But when I tell the story, I want to tell the story in its greatness and in its fullness. And so I'm gonna tell the story. I am. Just get ready for that too. And I think that's where we're gonna transition. I'm sorry, I got my chair just scratched something. I think that's where we're gonna transition to Baltimore love because there's a lot of story to tell there, and I'm here to tell it. I love history, and so I want to tell the story. So they won't be live videos. I'm gonna keep my live videos the way they are. But at the same time, I want to incorporate all of the things that I love and that I'm passionate about. And one thing I'm passionate about is my city. I love this city. Shout out to Baltimore City, Baltimore, Maryland. I'm not gonna give the other joints that they be giving, but yeah, I'm big. I'm big on that. That's yeah. There's a lot of story to tell here, especially within the African American community. There's a lot of story to tell, so I'm gonna tell it. So I hope that you join me in my storytelling. I'm gonna tell that story. Please check us out, Fire Friday. We will be here. Is no construction going. Well, there is a little construction, but trust and believe by the time Fire Friday comes up, it'll be taken care of because they're small, minute, little, intricate things that have to happen in here. But it's all good. I love my little studio. I love what I made it become. This is the house that Cat built, and literally, like my boo, he held me down. He made sure I had to get where I need to get the pieces that I needed to get. But this is literally the house that Cat built, and I'm very proud of it. Like I'm gonna take some pictures and show y'all. I got y'all, but this is the house that Cat built, and I love it. It's beautiful. Now, it's beautiful for me, not per se to you. It works for me. It does what I needed to do, and that's all that I needed to do. Um, got music? You want to play it on this podcast? Hit us up. Send us your YouTube link or Spotify link. We will play it on the podcast. We will have a discussion because I need your full permission to play whatever on this podcast. If you have a sample, please make sure it's clear. But if it's not clear, we'll figure it out. I love you guys. Stay out of other people's business. That's not your place. Let me mind other people's business and then I'll bring it to you and then we can discuss it. We can have a conversation about it. I'm gonna open a conversation. I'm about to open my Discord back up so that we can have these conversations. But the point is let me mind the business and then we'll discuss it later. Love your babies, hug them, tell them how great they are and how great they can be because really they are our future. They are. They're the ones that we build for. I don't know. Great parents build for their children to be amazing. This is why I love my Secret G. Like, it makes me feel like I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do for her, which is build her up to be greater than I am. On period. You guys be safe out here. Stay in your lane. Mind your business. Stay out of the way. I love you guys so much. I thank you to my listening audience. Thank you to the people that have tuned into this podcast. You don't have to, but you did, and I appreciate you so much. I love you guys. And with that being said, I gotta go. We're gonna end this podcast. I love you, babies. Good night. Bye. Oh no, not before I do my joint, dog. Good night.